welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to share with you my weekly makeup basket. I'm starting to get back to filming videos and editing since I have my computer back. So if you're interested in knowing what products inspired in springtime and colorful makeup I will be using this week, then just keep watching this video. Thanks. So the first thing is the primer, and I'm going to be using the Mineral Wear Correcting Primer by Physicians Formula. And as always, I just zoom you in so you can see the products a little bit better, but I hope you don't mind. And this is one of the primers that I mentioned before that I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I thought it was just kind of a regular primer. So I've been noticing different things between this and a regular primer, so I really wanted to use it a little bit more and give you a full review on it and see if it's really worth it. So the next thing is foundation, and I'm going to be using this Maybelline Superstay Makeup 24 Hours and in the color Natural Tan. I think this is very similar to one of my high-end foundations that I truly love, and I used it for a week and honestly I can't see the difference between this and the other one. I can't even notice the difference, but I want to use it for another week and just make sure that it doesn't clog my pores or it doesn't do anything weird to my skin, in order to actually bring you that video showing you how it looks on half of the face and the other one high-end. I just want to make sure that it truly works before I do that, so I'm going to be using it for this week. For makeup setting spray, I will be using the Mary Kay one. I believe that the difference between this and the other ones that I've tried is just that this, I can notice that it makes my foundation last longer or my makeup last longer. So I really wanted to have it available this week since it's gonna start to be a little bit warmer and I want to make sure that my makeup stays on longer. So for eyeshadow palettes, I'm just going to be using two, and the first one is from Maybelline. This is the one in Coral Oasis. You know that I love these quads from Maybelline. I think they're really good quality and I'd recommend them a lot in my channel, but this is a new one. As I mentioned before, this is in Coral Oasis, and I really want to do a lot of different looks with this palette and show you how I always make a mess every time I open these, and show you how you can achieve totally different looks with the same palette. This is what I have on my eyes today. That's pretty much it. It is very subtle kind of spring makeup, and I really want to play a little bit more with this palette, so that's why I chose it for this week. Then also I'm going to be using my Tarte beMATTEnificent. This is one of my all-time favorite palettes, and I usually like to have some kind of matte palette to go with the one that I'm going to be using for the week. It even has a blush that it's absolutely matte and beautiful, so I love this palette, and this is what I'm going to be using for the week along with. So then for concealer, I'm going to be using this one from Sonia Kashuk. This is the Hidden Agenda in Light, and I love this, but I still want to use it for another whole week just to make sure I can give you a full review on it with a total experience on this product. For eyebrows, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit. This is in medium, and I'm not gonna open it because it's a mess, but I almost ran out of it, so I just want to make sure I just finish that before it goes bad. And also my Anastassia Beverly Hills eyebrow setting brow gel. So for powder, I'm going to be using this Tarte Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder, and this is like a white powder, setting powder. So for eye primers, actually I have one that is the LORAC Behind the Scenes one, and this is something that it's clear, so it doesn't really cover all my darkness on my lids. So I'm also going to be using my Mary Kay Cream Eyeshadow in Pale Blush. I mentioned before that this is very similar to my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and it actually covers all my darkness, and I feel like the eyeshadows look very true to color once I apply them over this. So if I have a very long day, I usually apply the LORAC Behind the Scenes, and then on top of that the Pale Blush from Mary Kay. Also, as a shimmery base, I'm going to be using this one that it came in my Ipsy bag from last month, which is in Violet, and I think this is Eyetini, or I don't know what the name is, but that's how it looks like. As lip products, I have quite a few. The first one is the MICA Beauty in a natural. This is the Tinted lip balm, and this is how it looks like. It's what I have on my lips today. This is a matte finish. So on top of that, and also for my weekly makeup basket, I'm gonna be using this one, which is the lip balm from M, and this is the Pillow Plush in vanilla. This is very kind of shimmery. It doesn't have shimmer, but it's a kind of glossy, that's what I mean. So that's what I have on top of the MICA Beauty one. As a lipstick, I'm gonna be using this MAC Satin lipstick in Captive. I haven't used it in a while and I feel like it's time to use it up, so I'm gonna be using that one. And then for lip liners, I have this one from NYX and it's in beige. I don't like this color, but I'm gonna try to make it work. And also my Essence lip liner in Honey Bun. So for mascaras, I have two. The Sephora Outrageous Volume, Dramatic Volume Mascara. This is sample size, and this is supposed to be amazing volume, so I'm a little bit scared. So I added the CoverGirl Clump Crusher so I can really get definition on my lashes if they get a little clumpy. For eyeliners, I'm going to be using two. The first one is the Milani Eye Tech Liquid Eyeliner in Blackest Black, and I'm trying to do a little something here, really put it to the test for this week. And also I'm going to be using the 24/7 Glide On by Urban Decay in the colors Zero and Corrupt. For bronzers, I'm going to be using an oldie but a goodie, which is the NYC Sunny Bronzer. This is matte, so I like it for contouring while I'm not that dark. And I also use it as an all-over powder during the summertime, and that's what I'm going to be using. And then for highlighter, I'm going to be using this. Is just a sample size from MAC, and it's in Silver Dusk. Blushes, I'm going to be using two in addition to the one that I have on my Tarte palette, but this is one of my favorite ones from e.l.f. This is in Mellow Mauve. It has, I don't see any shimmery, it's totally matte, so I don't know if that's why I love it so much, but it's not pink, it's not coral, it's kind of deeper, but I think it looks very good with my skin tone. Also, I'm going to be using one from Milani, and this is in Coralina, Coralina, and this is very, very shimmery. It's what I have on my cheeks today. I love this product. Well girls, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this weekly makeup basket and that it really makes you look forward to my Casual Friday.